Welcome back to News First on PNC. Speaker Judy Wampat held a roundtable discussion this afternoon with students from the Guam Community of College and the University of Guam to find out how students feel about the new sexual misconduct policies at their schools. PNC's Rizal Romanes has more in this report.
It appears most students at both the Guam Community College and the University of Guam applaud their school's efforts in strengthening their policies against sexual harassment or sexual misconduct.
I believe that the policies empower students, that there's a purpose for the policies, to recognize, to report, and to know that there are consequences for sexual harassment.
After both GCC and UOG updated their sexual misconduct policies, Speaker Judy Wampat invited student representatives at both higher institutions to a roundtable discussion to find out what's really happening at the colleges and what students think of the new policies.
And I don't feel afraid, like if someone was above me and I can report them and I can say someone has my back instead of just running away and just, because I do have a friend that was sexually harassed by a professor. And she didn't report it up to now, and she is very afraid to come out. I'm trying to get her to come out, but with this new thing, I feel like students like myself and my peers they shouldn't be scared.
Although all students at the roundtable were very supportive of the sexual misconduct policies, a few also said the policies aren't enough, but that it's a good place to start.
I don't think it's enough. It's a great start, definitely. But I think we should take more steps into reinforcing or strengthening it so that no one else has to become a victim. When a person becomes a victim of these kinds of actions, the victim is typically very, they want to stay down low, and a lot of times they won't come out with it. Just like my peer, Senator Navarro, has mentioned that he's still trying to get the student to come out. And as a student who has a sibling, a female sibling, going to UOG as well, it's one thing to be in school, and it's also another thing to be worrying about where my sister is.
Some students suggest that the school should have a program or some sort of organization that would help empower victims to speak out.
Let's give them a better opportunity and to build their self-esteem and self-confidence, because those are the two biggest things why these people don't come forward. They don't trust these people.
Rizal Romanes, PNC News.
All incoming and current UOG students will have to take a sexual misconduct training course in order to register for classes in the fall semester. Alongside the sexual misconduct training for staff, faculty, and students, both GCC and UOG will be conducting campus climate surveys.